Today, I'm going to explain the Japanese post-apocalyptic action film Attack on Titan. Over 100 years ago, gigantic humanoid creatures called Titans suddenly appeared on Earth. These Titans preyed on any humans they could catch, throwing mankind off the top of the food chain. As a result, the human population began to rapidly decline. Despite many civilizations being wiped out, humanity struggled to find a way to fight back against the Titans. Instead of battling them, they decided to limit their freedom for safety. The remaining humans built massive concentric walls, taller than the Titans, to protect themselves from invasion. Two circular walls were constructed, one inside the other, ensuring double protection. The outer area was known as the Outer District, and the inner area was the Inner District. Within these walls, humans could live a peaceful life. But the walls didn't guarantee complete safety. Even after 100 years, people continued to live in fear of the Titans. The protagonist of the story is a young man named Eren Yeager, who lives in the Outer District. He dreams of one day going beyond the walls to explore the world. He often talks to his friends, Armin and Mikasa, about the seas and oceans beyond. The trio decides to venture to the border and attempt to climb the wall to see what lies on the other side. When they reach the border, they are shocked by the sheer size of the wall. Armin and Mikasa are skeptical of the idea, claiming that the Titans could still be outside. But Eren insists that it has been 100 years since anyone has seen them, and with no humans to feed on, they have probably died. Their conversation is interrupted when the border patrol arrives to arrest the group for being too close to the wall. Eren, infuriated by the police trying to capture his friends, starts fighting them, completely disregarding the fact that he could be executed for his actions. Just then, Captain Suda approaches and tells the soldiers to back down. He promises to deal with the group personally and sends the soldiers away. Suda understands Eren's desire for freedom but criticizes his actions as childish. He then informs the group of a military operation to explore beyond the walls. He explains that the government has sent soldiers outside to inspect the situation, so Eren doesn't have to put his life in danger. Suddenly, a loud explosion startles everyone. An earthquake follows, and the ground begins to shake. The group retreats as the wall starts moving violently. Then, a massive Titan is seen on the other side. It lets out a loud screech and begins kicking the wall. The patrol officers watch in fear, unable to do anything to stop the creature. The Titan finally breaks the wall and disappears into smoke. Everything goes silent for a few seconds. Then, people see many such creatures enter the city. The soldiers attack the monsters with cannonballs, but they do little to no harm. The Titans seem to have powerful regeneration abilities, as the wounds caused by the cannons heal at an incredible speed. Soon, the Titans reach the soldiers and begin devouring them one by one. One soldier even commits suicide, claiming it's better than dying at the hands of the monsters. Everyone starts running for their lives as the Titans destroy houses and grab as many people as they can. Armin gets lost in the crowd, while Eren and Mikasa run towards the town church where people are hiding. Mikasa notices a little child on the ground, about to be stepped on by the panicked crowd. She rushes to save the child but gets separated from Eren in the process. Eren is dragged into the church, but the people quickly close its entrance, not letting anyone else in. Eren watches his dearest friend through the church's window as she is approached by a female Titan with terrifying teeth. Mikasa, knowing that nothing can save her, lowers her head, accepting her fate. Just then, a loud explosion sends everyone inside the church backwards. When Eren looks outside again, Mikasa and the Titan are nowhere to be seen. He runs outside, searching for Mikasa, only to find the ruins of the city that once was his home. When Eren turns around, he sees the monsters ripping apart the church and devouring everyone inside. He wanders hopelessly through the destroyed city. Cut to 2 years later. All survivors from the previous Titan attack have moved to the Inner District. The military is now planning to reclaim the Outer District. After the influx of refugees into the Inner District and the abandonment of the fertile farmlands of the Outer District, food scarcity begins to kill people. If this continues, everyone will eventually die of starvation. Their only option for survival is to retake the Outer District and repair the broken wall. The director of the military forces is named Kubble. He gives the soldiers a heartfelt speech and calls a girl named Hans to the stage. She is the head of the weapon troop. Hans demonstrates a new omnidirectional mobility gear that she claims will help them fight the Titans. However, she accidentally attacks her own people. Then, we see Eren and Armin in the military crowd. It turns out that both of them survived the attack 2 years ago and have now joined the military. Eren wants to avenge the Titans for killing the woman he loved, Mikasa. Captain Suda also survived the attack but has lost his will to live. He is now a food distributor in the army and an alcoholic. The soldiers plan to invade the outer district at night when the Titans will be asleep. They aim to close the way the Titan invaded the city so no new Titans can enter. After that, they plan to kill the remaining Titans and reclaim their district. Hans asks everyone to move forward slowly and not make any noise, as the monsters are sensitive to sound. The entrance to the outer district opens, and the army drives out in military vans. As they move forward, the captain abruptly orders them to stop the vehicles, sensing movement ahead. The soldiers slowly look around, only to find cows roaming in the city. One of them, named Hyanna, hears a baby crying and decides to investigate, putting her life in danger. Eren follows the girl, and the two end up inside a destroyed building. The cry becomes clearer as they go deeper inside. Suddenly, a slimy liquid falls onto Hyanna. The two look up and are terrified to see a massive baby Titan eating a human. The baby Titan falls in front of the two and starts to cry. They run outside in fear. The soldiers begin to panic because of the noise, but the captain orders them to stay quiet and not attract any Titans. Suddenly, a massive hand emerges out of nowhere and grabs the captain. The Titans have awoken, and now the soldiers are in great danger. Eren and Hyanna run toward the group as a massive Titan follows them. They start running back to the vehicles, but Commander Kubble senses the danger and drives away with the vehicle and the weapons. Hans, from inside the vehicle, asks the group to come to an abandoned building nearby. The soldiers run toward the building but are surrounded by the Titans before they can escape. They lose all hope when, all of a sudden, a Titan killer and captain of the scout regiment, Shikishima, appears. He uses a swinging device to kill the Titans mid-air by striking the weak spot behind their necks. Shikishima has a female partner as skilled as him. The killed Titans fall to the ground and evaporate. Eren finally catches a glimpse of Shikishima's partner and is beyond surprised to see that it is Mikasa. Mikasa, however, pays no attention to her old friend and instead looks at Shikishima, smiling at him. The two then go to the building, followed by the soldiers. It turns out that Commander Kubble has appointed Shikishima to help him with the mission. Shikishima saved Mikasa's life that day and even taught her how to fight the Titans. Since then, they have been working as partners, living in a world of Titans. Mikasa has learned the harsh reality of life and doesn't want to associate with people from her old life anymore. Later, one of the soldiers blames Eren for attracting the Titans earlier and putting everyone's life in danger. The two get into a fight but are soon stopped by Mikasa. Shikishima asks Eren his name and showcases his superiority by taking Eren to have a private chat with him. Eren tells Shikishima that he wants to learn how to kill the Titans and blames the monsters for trapping them. Shikishima laughs at him, claiming that humans trap themselves, not the Titans. They were too scared to fight and their cowardice brought them to where they are. He then provokes Eren by calling him a coward. When Eren denies being one, Shikishima asks him to let go of his fears and fight the Titans for his freedom. Eren then goes looking for Mikasa and finds her playing a broken piano. He tries reuniting with her, but Mikasa seems indifferent to his efforts. She says that she turned into a different person when the baby she was looking after died. Mikasa then reveals a bite mark on her body, showing what the Titan attack had done to her. They are interrupted by Shikishima, who feeds Mikasa an apple with his hand, showing his affection towards her. A heartbroken Eren runs outside and screams in agony. His only love, for whom he wanted to avenge the Titans, is no longer the person she used to be. Just then, Hyanna approaches Eren and comforts him. The two return inside the building and talk as another couple beside them makes out. Hyanna gets emotional, telling Eren about her daughter, who is back in the inner district. She then tries to seduce Eren and forces herself on him. But they are interrupted when a giant eye stares at them through a window. It suddenly drags Hyanna with its mouth, leaving them little time to think. Eren watches as his friend is eaten by the monster. Many other Titans approach the building. Shikishima, Mikasa, and the other soldiers put on their gear and fight the Titans. Shikishima kills most of them along with Mikasa, but many others are injured because this is their first time fighting. The explosives are the only asset that will help them get rid of the Titans in the long run, so Commander Kubble asks everyone to protect them. Meanwhile, the couple who were making out earlier are attacked, and the man dies in the encounter. The woman is devastated by her lover's death and vows to avenge the creature who killed him. Then, we see a person getting into the vehicle with the explosives and driving away. The woman, who had just lost her lover, plans to sacrifice herself and jumps onto the vehicle to light the explosives. She takes over the steering wheel and drives towards the Titan who killed her lover. As she crashes into the Titan, the explosion blows up its legs. However, the attack doesn't work because the Titan's legs regenerate quickly. The only way to kill them is to strike their weak spot. Eren is still on top of the building and hasn't helped others defeat the Titans yet. He remembers Shikishima's words from earlier and uses the springs to attack them. He struggles at first but manages to make his first kill with a little guidance from Shikishima. However, he loses his balance right after and flies directly into another Titan's mouth. The Titan bites off one of his legs, but Eren manages to save himself by jumping onto a rooftop. Suddenly, a Titan grabs Armin as he tries to run away. The others try to save him as the Titan is about to eat him. Eren whimpers in pain but doesn't stop trying to help his friend. He drags himself towards the edge of the building and leaps into the monster's mouth, holding it open. Armin is about to slide into the monster's throat but is saved. However, Eren drops into the Titan's stomach in the process. There he lies among several dead bodies, one of them being Hyanna. Meanwhile, Mikasa and the others are on a rooftop where Armin tells her about Eren's death. Mikasa fails to hide her emotions and is visibly sad to hear the news. Furious, she launches at the Titans and kills every single one of them. However, her fuel runs out midway, making her fall to the ground. The Titan that ate Eren earlier approaches Mikasa and is ready to kill her. But suddenly, a hand emerges from the creature's mouth. Soon, its body blows up, revealing another Titan inside it. The newly formed Titan fights its own kind and kills them one by one. The surviving soldiers watch in awe as they realize the new Titan is actually Eren. After killing everyone, the Titan approaches the building aggressively. Eren seems to have forgotten who he is and is killing everyone in sight. The soldiers retreat in fear except for Mikasa, who calls Eren's name. However, he doesn't stop and grabs her. While looking at her, he slowly regains his memory and begins to recognize Mikasa. He then falls dead to the ground and starts to evaporate like the other Titans. Mikasa slices his weak spot open, and the human Eren emerges from the creature. To everyone's surprise, he has grown his leg back with the help of the creature's regeneration powers. The last Titan finally evaporates, and Eren slowly gains consciousness.